The purpose clause is one of the most common subordinate clauses in Latin, but Latin also has some other ways of expressing purpose, and as you're going to see, those involve the gerund or the gerundive. So we're going to actually pull all of them together. Quick review of purpose clause. You remember it uses ut or ne, followed by the subjunctive, with a translation of so that may or so that might, and of course not if it's a negative. And you'll want to copy this kind of this way. So we kind of got three columns here: the name of the clause, the keywords in Latin, and then the translation over on the right. And then we've got our example sentence. Navegabamos ut statuas antiquas videremus. We've got the ut there. We've got videremus, the imperfect subjunctive, definitely a purpose clause. And the translation, we were sailing so that we might see ancient statues. As always, as we're going through this, feel free to pause the video and then press play when you're ready to go on. Another way to express purpose is with something we call the genitive of purpose. And the genitive of purpose uses either the words gratia or causa, and you'll notice that both of those have a long A. You can use either one of those, plus a genitive, gerund or gerundive. And you'll notice I've abbreviated it kind of like this. I put gerund and then I put the IVE in parentheses. That's just my way of indicating it can be either a gerund or a gerundive. So you have gratia or causa plus a genitive, gerund or gerundive. And that's what happens when you record videos during the school day. We've got the English then, for the sake of. Example sentence: Navegabamos gratia statuarum antiquarum videndarum. I chose gratia here. It could just as well have been causa. Videndarum, clearly the gerundive. We have the nd in there, indicating either a genitive, a gerund or a gerundive, and the arum ending, modifying statuarum, clearly makes it a gerundive. For the translation, we were sailing for the sake of seeing ancient statues. And you can see how that really shows purpose as well. Then we also have the dative of purpose, and this is simply a dative case gerund or gerundive, nothing else. Translation, just the word for. We'll keep our same basic sentence here. Navegabamos statuis antiquis videndis. Again, there's our gerundive with the nd. The is makes it the adjective form, modifying statuis. And there is our English. We were sailing for seeing ancient statues. Again, showing the basic purpose of the trip. And then finally, we have the accusative of purpose. This one uses the preposition ad, followed by either the accusative gerund or gerundive. And for English, we can use something like for the purpose of. Our sample sentence, navegabamos ad statuas antiquas videndas. We've got our helping word ad, nd again in videndas, making it a gerundive, or making it a gerund or a gerundive, and the as clearly making it the gerundive as it modifies statuas. And for the translation, we were sailing for the purpose of seeing ancient statues. So 4 different ways to express purpose. And really, you got to be honest, all of them could be translated the same way. It's not so hard and fast in terms of the translation, but just kind of give you some different ways to translate in English, just as there are different ways to express the purpose in Latin.